He's not going to do shit.
Hey, what's
Oh,
going
go.
on, guys? Oh, I was muted.
No,
Hey, what's going on,
anonymously.
guys? It's good to have me from an invite standpoint. So thank you for inviting the mosquito to your live. It's an honor.
You're right, but don't forget, I know who you really are.
Everybody knows who I am. I'm not hiding.
Okay, so just saying, let's not get fresh, bro.
I love you, Meeks. I love you.
Nah, you tolerate me, but that's cool.
That's probably the right term. You are correct.
Just to be able to do that. But really quick, I think a lot of people want to know, why did you vote for Trump and loud and proud 5 out of the 6 times?
Well,
What
I mean,
was
a
your
lot.
reasoning?
Tons of reasons. Tons of reasons. I'll give you one, maybe.
Okay, cool. Let's just do 3.
He's the world's greatest troll.
That is not that. No, we're not doing that. We are no.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Legit, real reasons. We're not being funny right now. For real.
I'm not being funny. No. That's actually extremely serious. So
I don't want to lead. Hold on. I shouldn't say I want. You think that it's okay to have a person of that highest position, leader of the free world, be okay being a troll?
Yes, trolling is extremely important and very powerful in politics, and I'm one of the greatest trolls locally.
Okay, you know what? I can't do this with you.
You know, I have an entire Facebook page based off of this logo, right?
I can't do this with you, bro. I'm trying to be serious right now.
You should follow my Facebook.
All
right, if you want to see good trolling locally, I can point you into my way, but just search the mosquito.
No, I don't care about the trolling, bro. I already know who you really are, and if I really want to do that to you, I will do it, so not stop.
There's nothing, I mean, I'm a public figure, I was a public figure, like, there's nothing to hide.
Yeah, you put out racist statements, did you or did you not, during
Nothing
George
I
Floyd?
said was about race.
Cool, do I need to show it?
Nothing I mentioned was about George. I stand.
Do I need to show it? Because
I think
I got you on bookmark. Do I need to do
please.
this?
You have me on bookmark. You have me on bookmark. Meeks.
Yep, sure do.
Meeks, I completely agree that George Floyd was unjustly unalived.
No, that's not.
Chauvin is a piece of garbage. On your
Facebook says different, and that's why you got fired from your position. Do we need to go there?
I never got fired.
Roll tape.
Meeks, I've never gotten fired. We've been through this 100 times. I've never got.
Said roll tape.
How do you get fired from being an elected official? It's not even possible.
Okay, cool. We're doing that.
I was reelected.
I don't want to fight. Really, I don't think that's not funny to sit up here and say that. Now you're about to get me coming out of my character, and I'm trying not to. Miss Ellie, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say your piece.
Release the files. Release them right now. Let me see.
I agree.
But you voted for a pedophile.
They got to go through and redact the stuff that they got to redact. No, so it's going to take time.
Release the mosquito files, please, immediately.
Oh, absolutely. Say less.
The mosquito files are all public on Facebook.
Yeah, she's talking about you.
It's called the Menominee Falls Mosquito.
I got you. Hold on.
And I don't run it or anything, but
shit
we run it.
That made you resign. Yes or no?
Meeks, I didn't resign.
Okay, you didn't get fired, but you didn't resign.
I did not resign.
Are you sure about that?
I 100%.
Are you sure about
Meeks?
Okay. So I'm lying. If we had this conversation, and
you might. I don't think you're lying. I just think that
you said no.
The public is misinformed. Meeks, let me finish the sentence on this. Come on. So I was elected in 2019. I was reelected in 2022, and then I retired in 2025.
Did you not resign?
I did not resign.
Did you or did you not resign? Okay.
I did not resign.
I got you right here. Seeing how you love Fox News so much, do I need
Fox
to do
this?
News 6.
I
got you.
Yeah, I know. I know it verbatim already.
It's already here. It's right in front of my fucking face. Do I need to do this, yes or no?
They called for my resignation, but that doesn't mean I resigned.
Bro!
Meeks, what year was that article written? It was 2020. I won re-election in 2022.
Okay. Did you or did you not post on Facebook some shit that was calling for your resignation? That had to do with the pew-pewing of do I need to go there?
What I was talking about was protecting all citizens of all races.
2 social media posts, right?
I post a lot. Meeks, I post a lot of social media posts. Okay. Lots. I was called the community communicator for a reason.
Okay.
So You got a guy snoring down below me if you want to mute that, but that's cool.
Who's snoring?
I think it's KE.
K, are you asleep? That might be fair.
Nighty night. Oh, it's a girl. Oh,
don't change subject.
Good night. No, I'm here to win it. I have nothing to run from, nothing to hide. There's a lot of misinformation about me.
But you did at first.
At first, what? Okay,
you did at first hide.
I'm literally just still here talking to you. I'm not hiding. I'm talking to you behind a mosquito.
I know, Susan. She was sleeping, I think.
Sleeping. The comment that I made that was repackaged and redistributed 2 weeks later with misinformation was police firing range practicing for Saturday.
Pew pew range.
Sorry, I have to say it verbatim. I've said it a million times, and I've never gotten it. Oh, whatever.
That was your answer, though. However, the convenience of it all
there's
was right after.
You're right. The answer. It was an answer to a question on a very small Facebook group, and it was said.
Yep, roll the footage. I got you.
Roll it.
You know what?
I mean,
not doing this. Oh,
why? Because the news can speak for it. Because the news journalist.
I am.
So a news journalist is no. I mean, roll it, but so a news journalist doesn't know anything about me. Just is the arbiter of the truth. Makes no sense.
I got you. You're not gonna spin this.
I don't have to spin it. I've won.
Cool.
Oh, there you are, Meeks. I know what you look like now. What's up, girl?
I look like a hot mess.
Oh, you're good. I like your glasses. Yeah. What's up? Oh, you're good. You're
and I know what you look like too.
Well, I was a public fucking figure. You can find me on Facebook.
So then why are you hiding your face, bro?
I'll turn my camera on. If you want me to turn my camera on?
Nope, I'm rolling the footage.
That a girl. No, seriously, a public figure.
Camera on. Let me see.
Okay,
camera on.
Hold on. Let me just wipe that off.
Let me look at the merchandise. Camera on.
Did you or did you not post
just
that?
Google Trusty Steve Taggart or go to Facebook and put in Trusty Steve Taggart.
You shut it.
She wanted to know what I look.
Own it and be quiet.
She wanted to know what I look like.
This is what you posted. You're not gonna spin this. Be quiet. Let's assume for a moment the Republican Party wanted to have a rally in middle school parking lot. Would the school district cooperate as nicely as they did with the BLM movement? Makes you wonder. And then you said, not a chance. It's run by radical. And then you said,
communists.
Did you or did you not?
These are on two different.
Spin that.
Meeks, these are like two different threads, two different situations.
No, they're not,
yes,
bro.
they are.
You apologized after.
I've never apologized, and I never will apologize for this.
BLM movement protest that was scheduled on the school property Saturday. Officials said the school district did not sponsor it. Give you that. But what if that's not the case? Then why did you apologize?
I never apologized.
Really? So I regret answering the question
that makes you a piece of shit then, honestly.
I will never apologize to Democrat terrorists that take my words out of context and repackage them. I will never give in to the mob.
You posted this, bro.
I know, but you're posting two different comments about two different things and putting them together. They had nothing to do with each other.
No. Okay. Did you not, bro?
Okay, so that first one. I mean, this is its own entity. Let's look at that first comment. I live on Town Hall Road.
So why were they calling for... Wait a minute. Why were they calling for you to resign then?
Like 50
if it was
people.
Set in different contexts.
I live in a village. Okay.
Why did they do that?
I'm
just saying. First of all, it doesn't even matter.
Meeks, you gotta let me speak. Meeks, you gotta let me speak.
That is really fucked up, bro.
Meeks, you gotta let me speak. All right? So like 50 people were calling for this. I live in a community of 38,000. I can't go with the vast minority. It just doesn't work. These are radical Democrats that are after me because I'm a hardcore conservative that gets shit done. I'm very effective at what I do. I'm really good at what I do. Yeah, I'm really good at what I do. I'm so good that my team and me collectively have changed the school board, which we thought we could never have, from 0-7 conservative to 7-0 conservative. And now we've lost 2 seats.
No, I don't. But hold on. This was
whenever I get to the punchline, you guys interrupt me. Why is that?
This was your response. Hold on. This was your response.
Yeah.
to this question.
Yep.
You said not a chance. It's run by radical communists, and now you're saying that's from the left. So we're communists now?
No, let's take one of those individually. So they're asking about a protest on a school, right?
And they said, hold on, it said, let's assume. So it was hypothetical.
These aren't my words. Remember, these are not my words.
But this was posted.
Yeah,
so
I understand, but those aren't my words.
Okay.
Like the yellow part's my words.
I'm
but
not saying these are.
I just want to make it clear.
But that was your response.
Yep, there's me. There's what I look like. Zoom in on that handsome guy.
Who's the radical communist that you're speaking about?
Corey Gala, Carrie Deuce, Kathy Oleg, Faith Vanderhorst, Mark Nadolski, and some old guy I don't remember.
What party do they identify with?
Democrat.
That's what I just asked. Are you talking about the Democratic Party? So how
we don't have parties in local elections, so sure.
You know what the fuck he said. Stop it.
Yeah, I would say that comment today.
So then my question is how are Democrats considered communists? What's the definition of communist?
Well, okay, it's a little bit of a bloviating term for happenstance, but you got to talk. You got to think. I'm only talking to Republicans on this post. This is posted in a private Republican-only group.
Well, it sounds like somebody didn't like what you had to say, so it doesn't matter how.
I don't care what they like or don't. I would say it again every day of the week.
But it doesn't matter. You also said this.
You want to know what I was talking about there?
Where was that
Meeks,
from?
let's just stick with that one. Meeks, our schools were closed because of C-19. Our governor, Tony Evers, closed all access to schools. And then BLM, the student group, wanted to have an event on school property.
In the parking lot. Right?
The parking lot is
school parking lot.
And it's
middle school parking lot.
I don't
let's just assume.
Meeks,
let's just assume. So
Meeks, you got to let me speak. I don't disagree that they should have held what they held. What I was making a point is that all school property by executive whatever order from the governor was closed. They had no legal right to be there. And the governor was shutting down hair salons, was shutting down church services.
An executive order that.
Well, it's not an executive order. It was a health decree or so. I don't forget the term they used.
Okay, so that means that the school in general is shutting down. That has zero to do
all
with the
property.
Fact that it's illegal.
Meeks, all property.
And again, I think you keep missing this though. It says let's assume.
You're not gonna let me talk about it.
Moment, the
Meeks, you overtalk me all the time. Why do you do that? I'm honest about this.
I'm irritated with you already.
Well,
fine. Whatever.
Meeks, our governor closed all school property to any people during C-19 during that period that I made that. And what that poster, not me, was making was
did they have a stay in place? So that's what that meant? Because that for us it was stay in place. So that means you didn't leave your house at all.
They all
But you said an executive order. So
I know I said that as just a general term. I forget it was an executive. I forget the exact term, but yes, it was a stay-at-home order. All schools were shut down, which means all property was shut down. You couldn't hold any school events on any of the property of the schools by the governor, Tony Evers. And the Black Lives Matter group wanted to hold an informational informational thing and kind of do a little mini protest. And it was really peaceful and they did it. I had no problem with it. Didn't speak against it. Totally fine. What the poster was making, not myself, a hypocritical thing was if a Republican group wanted to go on there, would our school district at the time allow it? And the answer was absolutely not, is what I was saying. Absolutely not. They're run by radical communist asshole liberals, which I've since deported. Oh boy.
Why'd you have to bring up the deported part? See, that's your peoples right there.
Oh, sorry, we have a funny term locally. I deported our village president who you had a headshot of. You just didn't show his head there in the article.
That's not funny.
His name is Dave Glasgow, and I deported him back to Munich, Germany. No, we literally call him Deported Dave.
That's cool. Y'all can keep that weird shit. That's not funny.
Okay, you got to understand. Like, don't get stuck on these little words, okay? Because it's like inside shit.
Y'all like to get stuck all the time. Okay, cool. All right. So with that being said, carry on. You can, and somebody can jump in anytime right now because I know they feeling like you're full of shit too. I'll look at Ellie.
Let me have the big screen, please. Big screen. Just for shit
let him finish first, Ellie, and then you can chime in, babes. Not a problem.
No, I don't need to talk. That's all.
All right, go ahead, Mosquito. You can finish.
Right. So we're just pointing out the hypocrisy in that the Democrats in office were allowing a BLM student-led rally on school property, which again was like by whatever decree of the governor completely closed. But would they allow us to have a Republican event? Absolutely not. That was hypocrisy that we're pointing out. It's more of a joke and pointing out hypocrisy than anything.
So you mean, but you said the school district. So you meant the school district then?
Well, the superintendent and the school board members. Yeah, absolutely.
So are ran by radical communists.
They used to be. They used to be, and now they're not. No. Guess what?
Nope.
I've helped change the entire board. We have a new superintendent. Nope. Everything is fixed.
So you don't
mute them. So just for review, racist, homophobe, anything else we want to add to the list? Go ahead and insult me so we can put misogynist on there too, please. Thank you.
What? Who are you? Is she talking to me? Cool.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, clearly we have the racism and we have the homophobia. If you insult me, then we can have the perfect trifecta. Go ahead and let's get it out of the way.
Why did Glasgow call for your resign then?
Because he's a Democrat.
So that's the problem. You don't.
We sit on two. Yeah, he was a politician. Hey, you know when I said deported?
No. You don't see. You just said because he's a Democrat. So you don't see anything wrong with your statements, except for that because he was a Democrat. No,
not at all. That communist statement, 100% true. I would say that. I mean, I still say it to this day.
Amazing. Somehow you find yourself a victim in this whole situation. That is mind-blowing.
I actually don't feel a victim, even though I probably should. The way they treated my family, my neighbors, my friends, and my community, 100%. But I don't. I don't go through life as a victim. I just move on and win. Because if you want to win, you can't look backwards and be a victim. If you're a victim, you're never moving forward. You're never executing. The word of last week in my life was execution. Okay, execution. And I executed on 9 out of 10 things in my life.
Wait a minute, and your statement, I think you failed to mention what your statement said. It says, this is from you, and this is from you on the situation. It's unfortunate that the school district of, however you pronounce it, falls in
Menominee.
Okay, I don't care, obviously. You don't
Me no money, Menominee.
Don't give a fuck. Okay, Menominee.
Well, you should if you're going to make fun of me. Learn my town name. Jeez.
I call you a cheesehead. You don't give a fuck about what the
I had never wore one of those in my life, and I never will.
Okay, well, you're still part of it.
All right, you talk, you mute.
Let me finish this. Let me finish what your statement was. You said it's unfortunate that the school district of Manami Pai, whatever, Falls administration, and some board members continue to take radical stances and go against the majority of Manami Falls, whatnot. This started late last summer with an unpopular name change and now continues with depriving the seniors class of 2020 of their deserved graduation ceremony. If Superintendent Gaslow can allow and organize, so this was the governor that allowed it and organized, so you lied. You just lied. You said, and we ain't got to go into that, so you just lied. No. If he can allow and organize a protest rally on a taxpayer
Gala was the Gala's the superintendent.
Mute him. Meeks. You're not going to overtalk me on something that you gave a statement to Fox News.
Meeks, Gala was
local news station. Stop.
Gala was the superintendent.
Said that he didn't. No, we're not doing that.
Gala was the superintendent.
Shut up. Somebody mute him. Somebody keep him muted, please. Stay on his neck. Stay on it until he either leaves or shut the fuck up and understands that I need to finish this. Because you lied already. You just said it started from last summer. Well, you didn't say this, but this started from last summer. Oh, well, this is a weird statement. Whatever, you know what I mean. This started late last summer with an unpopular name change and now continues with depriving the senior class of 2020 of their deserved graduation ceremony. If Superintendent Gala, which is a school superintendent, I'm sorry, not the governor, but the superintendent.
Yeah, so right, now I'm not a liar.
Allowed this.
Take the lying thing back then.
I'm not done. Somebody stand on his neck. can allow and organize a protest rally on taxpayer-funded school property, he easily can allow a graduation ceremony with students and their families in July. Listen to what I said that's important. Mr. Gola planned on marching with students, but he did later back out. Superintendent Gola is also using taxpayer-funded resources to send his personal political positions to all parents. I don't know what you meant by that. I would love to hear more. And taxpayers. If Mr. Gola thinks these opinions are important, he can use his own personal platforms, not funded by the taxpayers of Mahtomedi and Mattapitai Falls. Superintendent Gola should be independent in his politics, but as his short time in Mahtomedi whatnot has proven that his agenda that is opposite from the taxpayer Mahtomedi whatever falls, whatever that you represent. On the police firing pew-pew range comment, I regret answering the question with a vague answer. Short additional sentences to a small group. It should have not been included or typed with a small amount of more detail to clarity and threats received towards Mahtomedi whatever falls. I also regret political activists have screenshot and spread this around social media, adding their own negative, inaccurate context, using it as a pew-pew. This negativity can spread like wildfire, and this has unfortunately cast a shadow on students and their peaceful protest. Really? Because you were pissed off about the demonstration with BLM, but you are upset with
you didn't catch on to any of my words
and demonstration when it came to this. Students do not deserve that. The screenshot was deliberately taken out of context and spread around social media June 6th to incite hate and division, which, if I'm not mistaken, you were already pissed off about that prior because BLM
not pissed off.
Stage that
I'm
too,
representing.
and they had their blessing from the superintendent. And you did not care for that either. I won't go down to the whole thing. I will send this out to those that want it. But I see the contradictory.
It's literally a Fox 6 news article. Hey,
I can go more
that's a weird
into
picture
it,
of
but
me.
the contradictory is there.
You could just look. That'd be good.
Yep.
The contradictory is there, my guy. These are your own words.
That was a really good statement. Whoever wrote that is a genius.
So you admit that you lied. The superintendent, the governor was calling for your resignation. The superintendent
he wasn't.
Gave the allowance of all of that to take place.
Governor
this all, from my understanding, this all took place from last summer with the unpopular name change. What was that name change?
Can I speak without being muted?
Why was it so unpopular?
Meeks, can I speak without being muted?
Yeah, absolutely. But
right.
It's when I'm talking, so they're gonna do their thing.
That's fine.
Thank you very much.
That's fine. But the governor didn't even. The governor. Okay. All right. I've met the governor.
Don't unmute him, Jaggy. Stop.
Stop muting me. Otherwise, this is all right. So the governor never called for anything with me. He didn't know who I was at this point. I have met the governor. I've done political things with him, but he didn't call for my resignation. You're incorrect there. You're confusing Gala. He's the superintendent. And Glasgow, who's the president.
Village. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
So as long as we're clear, that's fine. I know it's very confusing, and But you also
said, though, that the governor did an executive order disallowing that to take place, and I just read that actually the superintendent allowed that to happen.
Right, so superintendent,
he allowed it and approved it.
Yeah, but a superintendent can't oversee a governor's, I really wish I knew this term, but his executive order to close the schools. He can't. He's just a superintendent. He's not even an elected official. No, this is after.
But that's what you said.
So the governor locked down the schools in March. Meeks, I have all the receipts. Meeks, I have all of the receipts.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
All right, I have all of the receipts on this, Meeks. So our governor, I believe, shut down the schools around March 10th-ish. They shut down the schools. And so
it was March 20th. I remember it very well.
In your state? Maybe so. But In my state,
Across,
it was
my state, the colleges, the
well.
kids
In
were
my
in
state,
free
it was
break.
around March 10th, and the only reason I remember that date, I was at
How would
at
they
a.
know that though?
Who know that? How would I know that? I lived it.
No, because nothing
It
around
doesn't
the
really matter if it
country.
was March, whatever.
Okay, that's fine. You're right.
Why don't we put up my cool headshot? That's a shitty headshot I took of myself, but whatever.
Okay,
it's
hold
fine.
on. No, take that down, Ellie. Take it down. Take it down.
I mean,
take it down. I know you. Take it down, please.
I mean, I got a better headshot if you want to put it up. It's go to Trusty
Okay,
Steve
that's cool.
Taggart
I
on
just want
Facebook.
to know what the honestly, I just want to know what the controversial name change. What was that involving? Because that was your statement.
Let me finish one point about what you were reading. Is that they allowed a massive BLM protest in public where a lot of people are together, but they canceled graduation, which really pissed a lot of people off. Remember, I represent an entire village, so I have to go fight for them. What you're seeing is me fighting and actually doing real representation. People were pissed off that they canceled graduation ceremony.
They canceled graduation wait, if I'm not mistaken, the BML movement happened during because it happened here, obviously.
Memorial Day weekend.
Exactly. So when was graduation supposed to take place?
Well, originally it usually is the second week of June. They pushed it back to July to see if they could have it, and they canceled it. I was pointing out their hypocrisy.
Okay, so that has nothing to do. So you would admit though.
We knew about it.
But no, you said if they can have a protest, the protest was set up for June. Graduation initially is in June. Everything happened with George Floyd, the Memorial Day weekend.
But this is scheduled way in advance. These are big graduations, okay?
And guess what? Shit happens. We didn't expect the shit to pop off with George Floyd either.
Right, but do you understand the hypocrisy of allowing thousands of people at a George Floyd protest, but not at a graduation ceremony? Do you understand the hypocrisy?
But that sounds like your own people. Why didn't they have the graduation in July?
I don't know. Ask Corey Gala. He's the communist.
No. Ask your people. You're pissed off because
it's not my people. I kicked them all out of office.
But they rescheduled it.
They canceled it. They didn't have a freaking they never had a graduation.
Okay, so the scheduling for the protest was around June.
Yes.
Because he was taking out Memorial Day weekend, and that's
correct.
When everything popped off.
Oh, I know everything about it.
They rescheduled it. So they compromised and said, hey, we will reschedule it in July. So then why didn't it happen in July?
Ask Corey Gala. He's the communist.
No, why are you pissed? No, but you should be asking that question.
I'm not
why are you pissed off? Because
I'm not on the school board.
You're pissed off.
I don't control the schools, okay? I control the village at this time.
But you're mad about something that was already set. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. But I get it.
I don't. Go ahead. And I don't think you're following. But here, let me put it simply.
You're mad at the wrong people.
Not at all.
But you also said you're pissed off at the school board. So then why aren't you asking for that? And the protest didn't even go through, did it?
Yeah, they had their rally at the school. Thousands or hundreds of people showed up.
You told us it didn't, though.
It did.
So it went off with the hitch in the parking lot?
Yep.
Even though you said that the governor did an executive order to stay in place.
Yeah, they were not allowed there legally by the governor's order. And it went on.
So did it or did it not happen?
It happened. Our police department was not abiding by any of the governor's orders. They were allowing church services to happen. They were allowing protests to happen. They were for freedom of speech.
A lot of Republicans.
You know who was controlling the Meeks, let me ask you this question. You know who was controlling the police department at the time? Me, Steve Taggart.
Cool.
So I allowed that protest to happen. Do you understand how this works?
Why are you pissed off about it? Hey, wait a minute.
I didn't say it didn't happen.
What are we even arguing for?
Meeks, you're not following. I didn't say it shouldn't happen. I was pointing out the hypocrisy of it and how stupid it was to cancel graduation when just a few weeks earlier.
They rescheduled it, bro.
No, it never happened. They canceled it.
And that's what I'm saying. So why are you mad about that?
Because
now you're claiming you controlled the police department. You're pissed off. Are you mad about the governor signing an executive order to stay in place?
100%.
Okay.
You know why, Meeks?
Cool.
Because I represented parents.
Who was the governor at the time? Who was
Tony,
he? He was a Republican?
No, Tony. He's still in place. Tony Evers, Democrat.
He's a Democrat. So you're pissed off about that. Fine.
Yep.
You got two different things that you're pissed off about. You sat up here. Okay, the governor did executive order Stay in place.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
look. Whatever.
Here's the thing: the school, but hold on. You just also said though in your same breath, the schools, the supervisor, the school board, yeah, they had graduation set up in advance, like every fucking school does every year. Yes, they have it set up, and it is what it is. Hell, I had graduation, and I couldn't even fucking do it. Right? Okay, cool.
Well,
but
why?
then they also compromised. Hold on. They also compromised and said, hey, we will do it, instead of doing it in June, we will do it in July. So did you have a problem with it not happening at the time that it was supposed to versus the protest that the superintendent approved?
Look, you
That's
gotta
your issue?
you gotta calm down the emotion.
Democrat,
I'd
also
love
a Democrat, right?
Meeks, I'd love to.
Is it the superintendent also a Democrat? Yes or no?
100%.
No, I'm just
Yes.
asking.
Yes, he's a Democrat.
So then, okay, so you're pissed off at Democrats as a whole then.
Yeah, duh.
You're just pissed.
No, I'm not pissed.
You're pissed that you didn't get your way.
No, Meeks, you got to understand I'm a representative. Meeks, you got to understand where my position is in the community. I'm not pissed.
But you didn't give a fuck about the protest about BLM. So no, you didn't give a fuck. You just cared about kids having their fucking graduation. You didn't give a fuck what was going on with other people.
Meeks.
Those are POC.
Meeks,
No, that's
I allowed the protest to happen.
How did you allow the protest when you just sat... How are you allowing shit to happen when you just sat up here and said a minute ago that it wasn't allowed because of an executive order by the governor?
Well, who would enforce that?
So if you allowed it and you're also in charge of law enforcement, wouldn't that be illegal and breaking the be a crime?
No.
Why didn't you arrest them?
Because
How can you sit up here and say I allowed it, but then also in the same breath said that an executive order by the governor was stay in place?
Because the state patrol follows Tony Evers, the governor, and the state patrol didn't.
How are you in charge of local?
Meeks, you gotta allow me to finish the sentence.
You know what? Somebody else take this. I've already called you out on your hypocrisy, bro. I didn't even know you were in charge of law enforcement. Honestly, it's giving you're making up every excuse in the book. It's giving you didn't give a fuck about what actually was going on and what took place and how an innocent black person was taken out.
Yeah,
and there were students that were probably not just there were students that probably just not only people of color, but also other probably white.
Yeah, it was 95%
that probably
white.
Didn't give a fuck about their graduation because they
did.
You know, it was
their parents
thing that was
did. Their grandparents
did.
Everybody did. Meeks, you gotta let me talk. I mean, you can rant. Meeks, you're very emotional over this, but you don't have much information
about it, bro.
Because I represented 40,000 people, Meeks.
Who else was pissed off about it besides this a private group chat that you guys were in?
Pissed off about what part of it? Can I explain some of this?
Graduation not happening for the kids. Was it just you, or was it
pointless? I mean, Meeks, this is what happens why you don't remember our conversations, because you go off on these just crazy rants.
No, I'm not. I'm checking you at the door. This is the first time I've heard you that you were in charge of law enforcement.
Meeks, you maybe not heard that, but that, yeah.
No, this is the first time I've heard it.
But we've had similar conversations in the past about this.
Do you know how long it's been? You have not made an impactful situation in my life. How am I supposed to remember that shit?
Because you don't allow me to speak.
Fine, go ahead.
Okay.
Shut up. Go ahead.
So we allowed the students to have their informational session protest. I'm just going to call it protest for easy terms. We allowed that because the state patrol was the only legal entity that was going to enforce the executive order by the governor.
I'm talking in the comments, bro.
The state patrol was the only legal entity that was going to actually enforce the governor's executive order. Local police departments were ignoring it all over the place, including ours by our direction from the village board and the village management. We're going to allow church services to go on, which he closed down. We were standing up for the Constitution because you remember, I raised my right hand and I swore an oath to the federal Constitution, the United States of America, and the state of Wisconsin's Constitution, and I felt the governor's actions were 100% unconstitutional. So I was fighting for the people. The parents were extremely pissed off about graduation being canceled. Now, while I don't control that directly, not on the school board, I was fighting for their interests. I have nothing to do with graduation, but I had everything to do with
Do it in a private group chat.
I have everything to do with enforcement of any protests on any grounds because we control the police department.
Why are you doing it in a private group chat?
Because I'm communicating. I was called the community communicator for a reason.
I said a private. No,
it's not a private group chat. It was a Facebook group. It's not private.
Okay. So why are you doing it in a group in general? Why aren't you addressing your constituents?
I was. How do you think we communicate as a village?
You do that in a Facebook group chat?
How else are we going to? It's 2000. I don't like. What am I supposed to? I'll send them a letter. I can just make a post.
You could do emails or say, hey, or do a Zoom.
I responded to almost every Meeks. I responded to almost every email sent. But when I see Facebook posts, and as their representatives, people elected me to continue the communication on Facebook. That's how we communicate as local communities. It's Facebook. That's why Facebook is so important.
So were others involved on that weren't a part of the issue with?
On my side? On my side? On my side, 100%. 100%. But I'm called
because you're only going off of the people pissed off people, and I'm really
it was the majority of the village.
Okay, all right.
I represent a majority Republican village. People overwhelmingly supported me and were overwhelmingly pissed off by the stay-at-home orders, canceling graduation, allowing protests.
So did you talk? Did you talk to the superintendent? I'm sorry. Did you speak to them about what was going on?
About this?
How pissed off they were? Because as a representative and you're representing your
I'm not on the school board.
Oh, no. That's not what I said. I asked, Did you reach out to him about the situation? Or did you just take the angry people?
No, negotiations.
Why not?
Well, sure, I might have sent an email.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, I might have. I don't remember all my actions from 2020, but negotiations were closed between this piece of shit in 2019. But again,
it's giving you just mad, bro. And I'm calling you out on everything.
Like, what was I supposed to? Okay,
I'm sorry. I don't want somebody.
It would have been inappropriate to have any demands as a village trustee of a superintendent.
It wasn't necessarily.
Meeks, you don't let me complete a statement.
It could have literally been asked a question.
Meeks, you have to allow me to finish statements. It would have been.
You're right.
It would have been.
Somebody else can talk too. I know, Ellie. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead. I'm muting. I'm muting myself.
Meeks, it would have been extremely inappropriate for me to demand anything from a superintendent.
Go on mute, motherfucker. Go on mute.
No, let him respond.
Oh my gosh, I have to explain this to you guys. You don't understand it. I understand why you don't understand it. It's okay.
I know I've been interrupting, and I'm sorry. I know I get hyped up. Let him finish. I'm muting my ass off. Ellie wants to speak. Who else is holding? Want to talk or speak? Whatever. I think it's just Ellie, and then y'all can do your thing. Because at this point, I'm done. But
group, anybody listening, you have to understand my position as a village trustee that controls the community, or not, one of 7 board. I don't control the schools at all. So for me to send demands to the superintendent would have been a breach of ethics and would have been completely.
My question has nothing to do with that.
Holy
it's totally unrelated.
Crap!
I know, but it's unrelated.
Can I just finish a statement?
Stop.
I'm really good at this.
Don't do it again, Ellie, or I'll drop you. Let him. I'm not going to say this again. I'm even shutting the fuck up and muting. Let him speak his piece. You are next, and we are done with it. Come on, guys.
I don't filibuster. I can do this really quick, and I'm professional. So it would have been really important, or it would have been really inappropriate of me as a village trustee at the time to demand things from a superintendent. He doesn't report to me. I'm not on his board at all. Okay, but I'm also representing private citizens in the background who are pissed off. So the only appropriate way to do that is to make it known in short comments on Facebook. And then it gets taken out of context. And then I do an amazing statement, which Meeks sort of read through on whatever Fox 6 News sort of did a good job with it, actually, of one of 4 that we have in the Milwaukee area. See how fast I can do that?
Am I permitted to speak now?
I've never not permitted you to speak. I'm the one not. Yeah, go.
Okay, go ahead and go on mute. So I don't really give a shit about anything that happened previously, 2000 up until now. What I give a shit about are the microaggressions that you bestowed upon our host today multiple times. And listen, don't argue and tell me you didn't do it. You did it. We heard. I want you to apologize to her for making comments about her tone of voice, the things that she was saying, calling her aggressive. You're going to go ahead and apologize before we do anything else.
Absolutely not. I think that I have a respectable relationship with Meeks, and I don't know who the hell you are, but to demand that from a person of my stature is completely inappropriate. And you might not have been here long enough to realize the friendly conversation that we started with.
Sir.
But that was pretty ridiculous and shows exactly who you are.
Steve.
Stop it.
Steven. Before you come at me.
Steven. I'm not coming on your face, okay? Stop with the sexual innuendos.
Stop talking.
He did not. She did not even.
Okay, stop with the sexual
Stop talking.
He did not.
Only 107 people saw it. Let's put it on YouTube and let a million people
I even
see
heard
this.
it. She did not.
You're not gonna undermine who I am.
I don't know who the fuck you are.
I am. So don't bring me into it. This is between you and her, and you will be apologizing.
I will never apologize to a Democrat. Never have, never will. You see how easy that is, guys?
I appreciate you. I'm sorry y'all had to hear that long. I just wanted to call up. It's okay. Really, it's one thing to have this shit going back and forth with me, bro. You're not going to do that to anybody else on the panel. We can joke shit. I can take it. It's fine.
You can't take it, though,
but we're not doing that.
You don't deserve that.
Thank you. I
appreciate you. Tell him that he's so small that he doesn't even know what a microaggression is.
Like, listen, and I didn't mean to interrupt, but like, I don't need to hear him monologue about his fucking bullshit excuses and use this and like doing anything but taking responsibility while he was alongside fucking insulting. No fucking way. Absolutely fucking not.
Well, thank you, babes. I appreciate you.
Of course.
But I wasn't insulted for 60 minutes.
I don't got a
so I have to be insulted. BLM wanted my unborn twins
you didn't have to
unalived.
Demand, but you could have asked. Instead, you gave this answer. You responded. You fed into the shit. And that's why your resignation was called for.
Mosquito thinks he's just such a big representative, although I've ran for office 3 different times in a MAGA district. That's why I never won. But it never stopped me from trying, even though I knew as a Democrat I wouldn't win in a MAGA district. I wasn't going to let that freaking creepazoid try to win a district without anybody running against him. Yeah. So I ran 3 times.
Every time.
You know what? I might have lost 3 times, but it's better than not trying at all, which is what
they
most
dumped
of you
me, dumbass.
Do, running around here just not trying at all. You bunch of frickin' wannabes. So
you didn't even try for your constituents. You sat up here and fed into their bullshit.
By the way,
not bullshit.
By the way, imagine being him and literally folding up into himself, acting like he is a victim of very violent BLM. Like he is a motherfucking victim.
BLM wanted to kill my unborn children.
You are just further making an absolute.
I actually ran for U.S.
Are you going to allow me to
Congress.
speak, or are you just going to mute and block me again?
Apologize.
I will never apologize to Democrats. You guys are fucking terrorists and assholes. BLM never apologizes to Democrats.
He doesn't deserve a place up here if he's not going to apologize.
If you're running your mouth, it's going to be for an apology, and then you can gain admittance.
I have to apologize. No, you're not. Yeah, okay. You're the people I'm finally going to apologize to. Yeah, good luck with that.
Goes to show you fed into the not the nonsense, but you fed into that because you liked what was being said. And let me not get on the other tweet or the other post that you stated, if you will. Let's not go into that other one. I mean, because obviously it made enough of a ruckus to where they called for your resignation, bro.
Oh my gosh.
And so tell me that
if you Democrats call for my resignation, oh my gosh.
Leaked out.
So I should just resign for 5 people calling my resignation? What kind of weak leader would I have been? If 5 people call for my resignation, I do it. Why would I cave to the violent mob?
I want you to apologize, bro.
You are weak. And by the way, you brag about your
not removed.
village
I won
and
re-election,
representing
dumbass.
them. If I would have won that U.S. Congress seat, which would have happened if I would have had more money behind
these ladies. So I'm going to yank your First
First
Amendment
Amendment.
rights away from
Democrats do what
It
Democrats
takes a
do. They're
lot for Juggy
tyranny.
to even do that. He's listened to enough apparently from you in the comments, bro.
Ah,
You've had
and
two
this is going to be a great
opportunities,
video for
and you
YouTube.
don't want to.
this is a baked juggernaut.
Thank you so
beauty.
much for the
So
content.
if you don't apologize to him, you will.
I
you will
appreciate
also
everyone's.
every time I have to.
Everyone's.
Every 5 minutes that you don't
I
apologize.
appreciate every once of you. Oh my god, I
It's
cannot
funny
say
he
this.
said thank you for the content.
I will put you. I will make you. I will personally make you a splatter on the
Wow,
bottom
you're
of my
such a
foot.
tough guy.
I will.
I've been blocked. I'm blocked. I've been blocked.
Socrates and sexism and fucking misogyny at its best right there. Also nepotism. He described. He says.
Without the money.
Yeah.
Making it hard to feel like I know who you are. What do you need, bro?
Yes, I'm Titan for Minneapolis. How you guys doing?
This is such a lie. I know who you are.
You guys talk so much shit on here. I love it. It's so much drama. Here for the drama of all the crazy Democrat lies about this guy named Stephen Taggart from Menominee Falls, which you can't even pronounce because you're so educated.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you do. You guys just gonna lie about me behind my back? I mean, that's really cool of you. You guys are threatening me.
Are you gonna apologize?
And then you want me to fuck no, I don't apologize. I already told you I don't apologize to idiot Democrats, and I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna start today. So I'm gonna start on TikTok today. Okay, you guys are meaningless.
Hold on. Don't. Well, there we go.
It's mad me.
Still here. I just
Let me handle it
moved.
too. You mad me?
Again, he must really love me to even do this shit. Wild behavior, bro.
I'm making a video, dum dum.
Why is he back? Hold on 1 second. Space Cadet.
Hey, Space is here.
I know. Are you gonna talk shit to us too, or are you gonna be calm cool?
Space, I've been cooking it for 1 hour and 21 minutes and 22 seconds.
He hasn't cooked shit. What's up, Space?
What's up? I'm just getting, ready to go to work in a few hours so I can put food on your guys' table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're doing that now? We're flipping the script? We're gonna be nasty now, Space?
Nasty.
I'm paying your salary.
Literally.
No.
I'm your boss.
Hey, Meeks.
Juggy, wait a minute. We're
Meeks, you want to know why this profile is called Titan?
I'm not talking to you, Titan. Hold on. Space, you're gonna be nasty right now?
Should I be?
I'm talking to you.
I said, should I be?
No. I thought you were better than this. You know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed because I thought you were better than this.
Need some snacks.
All right, cool.
Anybody got some snacks for Titan? Put a PayPal donation.
What's up?
Need some
what
snacks.
You up here? What do you want to talk about, bro?
What, you asked me a question. Shit, don't put me on the spot like that. I'm going on mute until I'm about something.
Nah, you can't. Yeah, you requested to come up here, my guy.
Nope, you heard.
I'm not. I'm just asking. What do you want to talk about? No, for real.
I mean, I just joined in. All right, stop putting me. Somebody else fucking go. I don't fucking know what to talk about.
Well, I'm not trying to put you on the spot, guy, but we have gone the content. No, like it's all good. Nope, not talking to you. Not talking to you, bro. Not talking to you. You must really love me.
Go Indians.
You went on the back
Go
up,
Indians.
a random back up. You love me.
Go Indians.
Like Sally said in her.
Go Indians.
Sally said in her speech.
Go Indians.
You love me. You really
Indians.
love me.
Corey Gala. Dave Glasgow. Gala. Dave Glasgow. All right, guys. That's enough of that. I have no idea if I'm posting this, but if you're lucky enough to see that, that means I did. I don't know if I'm free at this point in my life to say the words I did, but I am not apologizing to these Democrats ever, and I'm going to take them on. And when they overtalk me and lie about me deliberately and do not allow you to speak, these are the fascists that want to rule our country. I'm calming down. Now, I know they say the F word, and I know they call them names, but if you heard it before, there's a lot of names called, and I think you meet fire with fire. And right now, I'm in a fired up mood. We're peaking the season, and I am a drill instructor this time. Will not put up with this. All right, guys, if you're still on me at this time, and I actually do post this, let's hit that subscribe button. Maybe make a donation on that PayPal. That would be really cool. Really cool. Because I invest a lot of time into dealing with these Democrats to keep our country free, to keep our communities free. I fought nonstop to keep communist rule and Democrats out of our village. And that we have right now. And we might lose it without your vote this coming spring and in your primaries this coming summer and in the actual November election federally this coming November. I need you all on board, as I am. And I don't have a voice left, and it's not from this. It's from yelling at small children. Oh, that sounds terrible, because I am a drill instructor to them, trying to make them into good humans and good wrestlers, because that is what I do. That is my passion. But yeah, we yelled a little too much tonight, but in a good way, like a positive way. Just I don't train my voice like that all day because reasons. All right, guys, we will see you.